Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal day today. And today is exciting because it is Sunday, which means it's time for the wrap-up review of Shop My Stash from the... I'm definitely not going on my phone looking at the date right now because I already remembered it. The 19th? 19th? That's a Friday. 20th? 13th? Final answer. 13th. I win. My sister's literally in the other room probably laughing at me doing that. But yes, so if you're not familiar with what a Shop My Stash is, basically I'm a beauty hoarder of all varieties, and every week I try to go through products so I actually, one, go through products, and two, I can validate why I keep buying more things. No joke, guys. Like, if you saw my video yesterday, I think I talked about how I'm kind of like surrounded by stuff that I have to haul, and I got more stuff to make another haul. Yeah, my sister's like, it's for her birthday, and I'm like, trying to justify it. I swear, next month it's not going to be as crazy amount of hauls. We're going to do more. As it isn't really, not as many hauls. Disgusting. Some of these are probably going to be held off until next month because, no joke, it's already the 21st, and there's a lot of other videos I'd rather have than a bunch of hauls. So, let's get straight into this because enough about that, enough about weirdness. Me. So let's get straight into it. Let's talk about makeup first, and then I'll go into skin and hair stuff. First things first, if you can get this, you have to get a hold of it. I think they're still available on Sephora's website. I'm going to actually look at that while I'm talking about him. No joke, guys, I don't even like kid. When I say like I'm on the Sephora app multiple times a day, I'm not even like joking. This is called what, Vintage? I literally visit the Sephora app like so many times, and I don't even know what I'm looking for. I will sometimes just, it's just like a habit that I have to like look at it. It's like Instagram. I will go on Instagram with no intent to look at anything specific. I will just be on Instagram, refreshing that feed that I looked at just 2 seconds ago. Not even kidding, I've looked at it like in a minute and then went back to it. So yes, they are still on sale. All of them are available. But this is the Vintage Filter Sephora Collection palette. So there's this beautiful, beautiful packaging. Candle. Very, very pretty. And then this is the inside of him. Looking for something else to cover the mirror. Back into the palette. But that is the inside shades. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm really in love with the shades, mostly because it has a lot of deep red shades, which just naturally look really good. My favorite shade is actually, out of the whole palette, I think it's Vintage, which is this shade right up here. It looks a lot darker than what it comes out as because I'm actually wearing it on top of my lids, and I don't know how well you guys can see that on there, but just like a beautiful, pretty shimmer, and I love him. Absolutely gorgeous palette. The other thing I don't like is the pigmentation isn't necessarily as true as what it looks like. Like, obviously that dark shade obviously comes out a lot lighter, and some of the lighter shades come out darker. Fine, but he's really, really good. And he's on sale. If you go to regular Sephora, they're on sale for $15. My JCPenney Sephora had them on sale for $14. Another one of my JCPenney's Sephora's had them on sale for $14.99, so $15. So I don't know what's the difference between them. I think one of them just tries to move products faster because they're a little bit slower than the other one. So if they didn't move the product like quickly enough, like they would be just swarmed with 50 pounds of stuff. Next, since I already had the palette out, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero palette, which, guys, I'm not even kidding. If you can get a hold of this, they do not pay me to say this. No one's paying me to say any of this, guys. I'm not that big yet. We're still baby channel. But this palette is so freaking pretty. Like, you guys can't even tell how much I've dipped into Daydream, but this one right here is my favorite. He is so freaking pretty. All of them are pretty, but I definitely love taking 143 and Go Glitter, these two ones right here, and putting them all over my body and just making me super shimmery and gorgeous. I did not do that today, though. I did not do it today, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't know what it is about me right now, but I want to just cover my body and highlighter. I guess it's just that like summertime glow look that everyone's going for. Since I can't look tan, I can look sparkly. I'm a vampire. Moving right along in makeup. So I also use the Love Flushed palette from Too Faced, and it has their gosh, what am I going for? Their long-lasting 16-hour blushes. So all of their Love Flush blushes. So that is all of them, and they're all very, very pretty. You can tell some by putting more dense than others. Definitely, I think my favorite out of all of them is How Deep Is Your Love, which is this shade right here. And then I literally just try to stab it. Love Hangover right here. Both, of course, pink shades. I don't know, they just look great on my complexion. So pretty. It's really funny because I have such a pinky red complexion as it is, but after I like cover everything, I'm like, I must add some pink back into my face, because I don't know. I think blush like really helps to tighten a look so you don't look dead. You look like you have some life in the face. Next thing, so I thought I was going to go through him. I just stabbed my finger. If you did not know, I talked about it yesterday. I literally broke my fingernail on frozen watermelon. You guys can laugh at me in the comments. It's cool. It's cool. But I use this Ipkin Radiant Cream Primer, and it's got SPF in it. I might just toss it into my current Shop My Sass just to see if I can finish him up, because I know my Makeup Forever one is probably only going to give me like one more use, or two maybe. So I'm probably going to toss him into the next one, current one, the one that I'm working on. You are not part of my Shop My Sass. I threw my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel in here. I don't know why. It's because I have my normal makeup bag alongside my Shop My Stash makeup bag. And so some of the products will sometimes cross, and I try to make sure they're all corrected before I shoot these videos. Doesn't always happen. Lip products that I used. My DNA all over me. So right now the lipstick that I am wearing is from Urban Decay, and it's... I cannot pronounce this, guys. It's from the Alice in Wonderland. It's the red shade. It's the Alice in Wonderland collection. Sissy, do you know how to pronounce this lipstick? No. No. My sister, Queen of Pronunciation, has no idea. It's a compliment. But it's a beautiful, beautiful red shade. And you can actually get these right now at Nordstrom Rack. They're on sale. How much did we pay for these, Sissy, at Nordstrom Rack? Were they, what, 15? No.
No. I thought they were like 11.
11. I think my sissy might be right. I think I have one next to me. Let me see. One I have not hauled yet. $9.97. Go to Nordstrom Rack. They're $10. That's drugstore pricing. But yes, these are really nice. I love that it's a comfort matte because they glide on really, really easy. And it just looks really pretty. It's a very beautiful red shade. I'm absolutely in love with him. The next one I used is also from Urban Decay. I'm shocked that I pulled 2 Urban Decays, but I know I pulled, I want to say it's Ursabeth. I have not seen Alice in Wonderland, the new Disney remakes. Kill me in the comments, it's cool. But I used 1993, which is also a comfort matte from Urban Decay. So he's pretty, don't get me wrong. He's an absolutely beautiful brownish nude shade. My struggle with him and this candle that everything wants to focus on is he kind of dulls out my face, and I have to make sure my eyes and my contour and highlight are really on point, and the lip is just a little too dark and boring for my typical taste in my makeup. So was not the biggest fan of that, but he does feel really, really good. It's just the color didn't work for me. I love Urban Decay's lipsticks, but that color was just not my fave. Next is a Bite lipstick. I already uncapped them. And this is one of their Mousse Bouche lipsticks, and this is in the shade Verbena. Love this shade. This one works really well with me. Candle. Absolutely beautiful. This one works really well with my complexion. It's because it has pink in it. Pinks just look great on my complexion. And then the last lip product I used is Lolly Balm from Benefit. Love how I said Benefit in a weird way. That is Lolly Balm. I love it that it gives like a slight tint like Lolly tint does. But it doesn't leave a complete stain. But it does leave your lips feeling really nice and hydrated. And it smells like flowers. It smells amazing. Like this candle. Guys, I'm not even kidding. My sister is trying to restrain me because I literally want to go to Bath & Body Works and get like 16 of these candles. I'm not kidding, I went 16. Not like another one, it's 16. It smells so freaking good. I don't know. My sister's screaming no in her head, I can tell. One of the last products I used was the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. Again, I love him. I love that he's nice and voluminous. My big struggle with him is I have not played with actual full-size tubes of mascara for a long time that I've used continuously. I struggled with him because when I put him on one of the days I shot a video, I had to take everything off, which is a pain in the butt because I do mascara last, so I did my entire eyes, because it had clumped my lashes so much. It was a hot mess. My lashes were just like giant blobs of mascara, which wasn't cute. All I had to do was I literally took the wand and I took, let me actually explain it better. So I took the wand and I literally like scraped it off the tube side. I wish I could give you guys a better look at this, but not working well. But basically I took the mascara, I scraped it all off the wand. Let me see if I can give you guys a close-up of this, because this is intense. I didn't even realize how much product this wand was picking up and holding on, which is why it was giving me a struggle. Let me see. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to pick that up. But that entire, like, you can't even see the inside of that tube because it's literally coated in the mascara. It's completely sealed with just the mascara from the wand. So after I did that, because obviously if I wanted to clean off my wand, I'm not just going to take like a paper towel and just swipe it before I take off some of the excess product, so I don't waste product. But even then I still had a lot of product come off. But after I washed off the wand, it started working a lot better for me. So that was nice. Again, my biggest thing with him is he's a pain in the butt to get off. But if you use a waterproof makeup remover and literally just kind of like coat your lashes and then circular motions are key, it will help it take off in no time. One thing I did not use was the Blatterazzi by the Beauty Blender. This one was from the Benefit collab because I love the casing. But I ended up not using him because I was going to use him when I go to Universal with my sissy, which we decided to push back because I think we're going to go with some friends soon and kind of surprise them. We're all going to just kind of like show up at Universal together and it'll be great. But that is it for makeups that I have used this week. Let's move on to skin and hair because it's pretty extensive. So let's talk about the products that I have that are not physically inside my little baggie. Mostly because they wouldn't fit. Actually, let me talk about the two products I ended up not using this week, because then one of these will make a lot more sense because you haven't seen him. Though if you saw my thumbnail, you've already kind of seen one of the products. Let me see if I can get him out. He's at the bottom of the bag, of course. Try not to stab my fingers. So two things that I did not use. I ended up not using the Strivectin hair. This is their Max Volume Volume Sublime shampoo and conditioner. I have 5 million of these samples, guys, from different brands, and I'm just trying to get through them. But I ended up not using him because I ended up using the mask that I pulled multiple times, so I ended up deciding just to go against him. Other thing I pulled and I decided not to use, let me actually see if I can pull him back up on the Sephora website because, guys, this thing was funny. Okay, so I use it's Puricone, Pinecone, MD. This is their Refirm, so it's supposed to be a surface recovery treatment. And I told you guys when I put it in my stash that I really had no idea what it was, so it's kind of challenging myself to figure it out before I put it on my face, because obviously you're not just gonna follow the directions, because it just says it recommends smoothing all over your face morning and following with a moisturizer, so it sounds kind of like a serum. So of course I go on my lovely handy Sephora app that I live on. Which, by the way, the full size of this sucker is $155. That's disgusting. The sample I'm holding in my hand is worth like $10.50. Sickening. How expensive that is. So, basically, it says it's supposed to be almost like a serum-esque thing. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to help with like a youthful face and appearance and all that jazz. But when I went to the how to use to make sure I was going to put it in correctly, it says to smooth all over a cleansed face, working in into the skin as products break from a gel to a serum, and it says to use in the mornings. But it says precautions, which was a big red flag for me, and I was like, why are you cautioning people? And it says to do a patch test before using by dabbing a small amount on either the neck or below the ear for consecutive days. A tingling or warming sensation is normal, blah blah blah, don't use if irritation occurs. So because it was very like warning, something might happen. I was like, it doesn't sound like something I need, so I'm going to pass it along to my sissy, who will probably actually see a result from it, unlike me, and it probably won't harm her face. Like, I can tell it's probably gonna harm mine. So let's move along. So, hair. Since I end up not using the Strivector, I end up using the Husk Superfruit Healthy Hair Shampoo. So that is him, and the reason I pulled him is because I didn't realize, I don't know why I don't pay attention to this, when I pull some of the items from my Shop My Stash and read them through all the way, because I don't think ahead when I do these videos. I pulled the Christopher Robin Rejuvenating Hair Mask with Rare Prickly Pear Seed. This guy is supposed to be used like in place of a conditioner, and no joke, I fell in love with this. This thing is amazing, and you can't even tell, like, well, you can kind of tell that I dipped into him. I'm gonna try to make sure he's really thick. Sorry, he shouldn't like fall out. He shouldn't pour out of this pot. There he is. See? And I know that looks like quite a little bit out of this little pot, but reminder, you guys don't ever see like the full end of my hair. But my hair comes down to my hips. I literally, when I'm sitting, because I'm sitting obviously, I'm not like this, I'm not really tiny, guys, or I'm tiny. But when I'm sitting, I sometimes end up almost sitting on my hair, and it's not a fun experience. If you've ever accidentally lined on your hair, line. I don't know. But if you ever accidentally like sat on your hair, it is not the most comfortable experience in the world. So yes, use that. So the thing about this mask, it was really great because I know this like is great for balancing my scalp. It never irritates my scalp or anything, but my scalp from previous uses of other products, my scalp got very irritated and started getting really dry and flaky, but I found the mask really helped with just kind of smoothing and hydrating my scalp without leaving it too hydrated that it was overproducing oils or underproducing oils. And so I really love that my scalp was just nice and balanced, but I don't think it's even doing justice on the camera how silky and shiny and just smooth my hair is. My hair looks phenomenal, guys. Well, I think it's kind of doing something on camera. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but my hair just looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. It feels so strong and nourished, and do not put it in the candle because that will not be nourishing for your hair. But hands down, 10 out of 10 would recommend that. I'm actually tempted to get a full size that eventually. And then the last thing that I pulled that is not inside my bag is, oh my gosh, this thing. So this is from Tree Hut. This is their Shea Sugar Scrub, the Moroccan Rose. Guys, you need to go to Ulta or wherever they might also sell this. Oh, hi, baby. My cat got scared. So there's a storm going right now in my area, and so my cat decided to hide in my sister's room, which is where I film right now, and he's literally just came out of the closet because he's like, I don't like this anymore. And so the storm's calmed down, so he's like, hi. Hi, baby. Hi, Felix. He's not going to talk, of course, because I have the camera rolling. So yes, back to the scrub. So I really enjoyed the scrub. What I loved about it is, even though it's a sugar scrub, most of the time sugar scrubs dissolve pretty quickly. This one did not. I really got a great exfoliation. My skin felt so silky after using it. I was just amazed. It's amazing. Hi, baby. I don't know if you guys heard that. He just talked. Hi, baby. You want to come here? He's not going to come on camera, guys. My cat does not do holding. Like, I finally have gotten him. If I sit in one specific spot in my house, he will come and he'll lay, like, in front of my legs, and he'll just kind of rub back and forth and just, like, sit here. I have my door shut, so he's, like...
I don't freak him out.
Oh, and he's back in the closet. He doesn't like my sister as much. He likes me, and that's pretty much it. I'm the only person in the household that he kind of like tolerates. But yeah, Felix will literally just like lay on top of my legs. Before I left to go shopping today with my sister, I literally like sat down with him, and he literally covered my entire pants with hair. All his fur. Moving right along, because you guys probably don't care much about my cat. So yes, love that scrub. You need to go to Ulta. You need to get one. It is amazing. It is not lather, but it leaves your skin feeling so silky. So 2 lotions that I used this week. I used the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and I also used the Ralph Lauren's Romance Sensuous Body Moisture Lotion. But I use these two, guys, and I love them. First Aid Beauty is just like a fantastic lotion that's just really nice and calming and soothing for the skin. Helps with any excess redness that my skin has, so I really enjoy him a lot. Just super soothing. Now, I'm always shocked at some of the perfumed lotions because sometimes they're not always that hydrating. They're mostly just fragranced. But this one was really nice and silky on my skin. I left my legs, especially after I showered, just feeling ultra smooth and moisturized and nourished, and I loved it immensely. Facial cleanser that I used this week was from Too Cool From School, and it is their Egg Mousse Soap facial cleanser. And guys, I love this stuff. Like, but this one and the Purity by Philosophy are probably my two favorite facial cleansers in the entire world. The thing I love about this, one, it's very fun because it's a shaving cream like texture, but it leaves my skin feeling so nice and balanced, and that's what I enjoy the most about him. You just have to be very light-handed with him because it recommends an egg shape. I don't know what egg shape is that they're using, but I just keep tapping like just a tiny little bit in my palms and massaging it into my face so I don't overuse it because I don't like giant blobs of shaving cream-esque stuff on my face. The two moisturizers I used, one was from Philosophy, and it's their Uplifting Miracle Worker, which is supposed to be a cool, lift, and firm moisturizer. I definitely got a cooling effect from him, but I did not really feel like he was tightening and lifting my face. But it might be because, does it look like any lifting on my face? So no. I probably would not have realized it was lifting anything on my face. I also used the Estee Edit Pink Peony Overnight Water Pack. And this guy, he was nice. My big struggle with him is if you accidentally put a little bit too much on your face, when you wake up in the morning, it feels like you're caked in oil, and it's not a fun, pleasant feeling. But he was good. I really liked him. I'm going to continue using him. Under eye, I almost said concealer, this is not a concealer, it's an under eye cream, was the Ultimate Miracle Worker Eye, and this, I love this stuff. Philosophy makes really good under eye creams. They're nice to just help with like any like anti-puffiness and with dark circles. I have not found one that tightens yet. I might just have not tried the right one. But I also don't really need tightening, so it's not my first go-to to find. I also use the Murad Intensive C Radiance Peel, which, no joke, I was expecting more like, when people say peel, I think of either like a peeling mask, or I think of like the Skin Ink Peel, which actually you can feel the dead skin and you can actually see it coming off on your fingertips. This did not do that. It was a nice exfoliant. I could tell that it exfoliated and softened my face. I was a little nervous because I normally Murad stuff irritates my skin, but it did not. It did have a little bit of redness when I was using it, but a few moments after my face was like cleansed and cooled off, it was fine. There was no redness left, so I really enjoyed him. Next, the serum I used is from Fresh. This is their Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. He was nice. Again, it's an oil, so you have to be very light-handed with him. Me, especially. Oils, I'm just like lazy. I don't want to let them sit in long enough, but sometimes they leave my face just feeling really greasy. But really enjoyed him. He was nice, as long as I was not going crazy with him. I feel like something is leaking in my bag. No, it's not. I also used the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. Still don't really know what an essence is or what it's for or anything really about it, other than a lot of brands are getting into it because we got one in one of my subscription boxes. You guys will see that soon. I'm having little issues with them. I have to contact Sephora on Play. You guys will find out later what is going on with my Sephora things. I also use the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Guys, I love this stuff. It is so nice and cooling and soothing on your face, and it just tightens, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing toner. Get it? It's amazing. And then the last product, guys, we're almost done, that I used. So, story times. And let me talk about this before I get into story time. So I did use the e.l.f. Hydrating Bubble Mask. I have a picture of him. I probably won't Instagram him just because it's a very creepy picture, because this just on my face looks creepy. So the bubble mask, when you put it on, after a few moments, it will start to bubble for you, and it will just, you will look like the Abominable Snowman. It's not a cute look on anyone. I don't think anyone takes a picture with that and they just like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. No, you look creepy. You look like you're about to murder someone. That's a snowman. Murdering snowman. That would make news. I'd watch the news for that. What is my life? But yes, so he was nice. I love when you take it off afterwards, your face just feels so uber duper hydrated. So now story times. So we'll talk about him first. So I used the Pharmacy Deep Moisture Hydrating Coconut Gel with Echinacea Green Envy. It's the cucumber one. So I didn't realize when you pull this open that it actually has a spot for the mask on the inside. And so it has like an extra like pocket, and that's where they put the mask, so they have it in a completely different packet. So I think that's a lot of excess packaging so they can tell the story of pharmacy and blah 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 and all that jazz. So when you open this, the mask is encased inside like 2 pieces, like a sandwich. And so the actual gel mask is inside these 2 little pieces of paper. So basically you're supposed to take off one end. You're supposed to plant. It literally says to plant. Like I'm planting a tree on my face. Plant it on your face, and then you're supposed to remove the top layer so you just have the gel mask on. Great, in theory. Problem is, it didn't want to adhere as nicely because my shape, I guess, of my face is not normal face shape. Who has a shape like this? Who is like an orange? Who's just like giant weirdness? Like, no one's face is like that. Most people have oval faces or heart-shaped faces, you know, not bowling balls. No one has a bowl. Okay, some people might have bowling ball faces, but most people don't have bowling ball faces. So yes, I tried adhering it to my face, but my problem is I could not see where the like separation was because, you know, I'm trying not to let it go in my eyeballs. So I had to take it off, kind of peel back a little so I could find the piece, and then try to re-adhere it to my face. And it did not want to stay in the right spots. It just didn't want to go where I wanted it to go. So it was a little bit of, I think it was user error, not mask error, but it was still really good. My face felt super hydrated, and it really felt like it had absorbed a lot of the product, which is unusual for a lot of those types of masks. Definitely would recommend him. This guy, I can't really give you much of a review on. So I use this So AE Collagen Essence Mask to firm and a basic for firming and elasticity for your face. So I struggle with this. So when I went to go use it, I was doing this because I do that with all of my face masks that are sheet masks. And I noticed like there wasn't like a stopping point, like there wasn't any like pressure in there. It just felt like liquid, which I was like, this is most definitely, it shows on the back, it shows someone putting on a face mask. Don't know how well that's gonna focus. I gotta hurry because the camera's gonna die on me. So long story short, I went to open it up and there's no sheet mask, it's just the liquid. So I had to actually contact the company and go, hi, got one of your masks, and there wasn't anything in it but liquid. You forgot the sheet part. So that was fun. I tried to just put some liquid on and it just didn't, it wasn't a good result, and granted I can't like base it off of that because again it's not a full thing. But that is it. That's all the products I tried. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get notifications to know when the videos actually go up, even though they go up every day. But if you want to know the time, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on my social medias, there's going to be a link in the description below. And if you also want to enter my giveaway, I'm giving away the 4 French version of the Bath & Body Works bath bombs, which I know a lot of stores, one of my stores just finally got them back in. But if you want to enter that giveaway, there's a link in the description. It'll take you to the video, talk about all the rules and that. That's it, guys. Stay foxy.